Friends, welcome to my workplace at Ranaghat, West Bengal, India. This is phaco-emulsification of a posterior subcapsular cataract under topical anesthesia. The patient is having a bit of photophobia and patient is not able to cooperate well. So this is the main incision. We are having a fair amount of glow, red glow in this case. The microscope is Topcon OMS 800 and the phaco machine is Otley Cataracts 3. This is some visco over the corneal epithelium. This is 2% SPMC. It has been applied in the anterior chamber. This is a side port on the left side of the main incision, and now capsulorhexis with Utrita forceps. The capsule is torn, a capsular tag is raised. The capsular tag is guided anti-clockwise all around to get an adequate sized rhexis of about 5.5 millimeter. But this rhexis has been a bit larger, it's about 5.75 millimeter. Now, in this case, I am going to do only hydrodelineation. So go into the substance of the nucleus and inject fluid, PSS, and we have got a beautiful golden ring. And now some more visco. And now is the time to introduce the tip of the phaco needle. The phaco needle goes into the eye with its bevel towards the lens mass. Some superficial lens matter is removed. Then I try to lift the epinucleus, but it was too soft to be lifted. So just eaten it off. A small chunk is still remaining. Try to lift it up with the chopper, and I could do that. And it is done. Now this rim of epinucleus and cortex, which has not been separated from the capsule, is coming off so nicely. It is coming off en bloc. No cortical fibers are remaining attached to the capsule. It has been a very satisfactory removal. In posterior subcapsular cataracts, we may have some doubt whether it is posterior polar cataract or not. So, to give the patient to benefit of that doubt, we can do surgeries in this way. Without hydro, just by hydrodelineation, we can remove the hard portion of the lens mass, that is the nuclear portion, and then we can remove the epinucleus cortex complex. And now in this case I am filling up the bag and the anterior chamber with visco. We have selected Hoya single piece monofocal intraocular lens in this case. This is Hoya 150. And see how beautifully the tip of the cartridge goes into the anterior chamber through the 2.8 millimeter wound, and we don't have to enlarge the wound. Yes, the haptics have gone into the capsular bag and it is taking its place along the equator of the bag. And now visco cleaning. It should be very thorough. I'm using the 23 gauge Simcoe cannula first to irrigate out a major portion of the viscoelastic substance, and then I use irrigation and aspiration of the Simcoe for some more time. We must dedicate some quality time for removal of visco, because retained visco can cause raised IOP. So a lot of visco has come out, almost 90% visco has come out. And now I use the irrigation and aspiration cannulas for removing some more visco. This is the irrigating cannula. Irrigate for some time. Go behind the IOL, irrigate the capsular bag. And then introduce the aspirating cannula. At this time, the anterior wall of the main wound is lifted up to reduce leakage of BSS. And now this is a bit of moxifloxacin. The side port is closed by hydrating corneal stroma with PSS, and it is done. The main wound has been constructed in such a way that it will not require hydration. So this is the final lavage, and watch how I form the anterior chamber with Simcoe. Steel washing, and here it is held in this way, and suddenly giving a forward push to the anterior lip of the main wound, just come out, and there is no leakage of any fluid from any wound. And here we conclude the case. Thank you very much for your attention. Hope this video will help you in developing your surgical skills. So we can do soft cataracts, posterior subcapsular cataracts without hydro, and we can remove the cortex-epinucleus complex without hydro. It comes off very easily. Be a great surgeon and serve your patients with love, respect, empathy, and great surgical competence.